Something that really sucks is pulling your muscle, especially if you keep doing it over and over again and you don't really know what the problem is. That's why today I'm going to give you a couple tips on what you can do if that keeps happening to you, because maybe it's just something that you're not doing or you're missing in your training, and that's what it happens. So the first step is a proper warm-up and activation. And let's be honest, a lot of us players are quite lazy with that sometimes, but it's like one of the fundamental things and one of the main reasons that people get injured, because we don't prepare our body for the training. So if you keep pulling your muscle or get injured, you should ask yourself, am I doing a proper warm-up? Am I doing activation before my session? We've done a whole video about activation on our channel, so make sure to look at that, because that's basically the first thing and one of the most fundamental things you need to be doing to make sure you stay injury-free. But a couple of exercises you can do is different types of band work, lunges, forward and sideward lunges, squats. The next thing is strength. Strong muscles can handle the demands of the game and can resist tearing. So make sure you incorporate that into your training. And here's a couple exercises you can do on the field without any access to the gym. First exercise you can do is the Bulgarian squats that works your quads. And you can do this in different variations, and that's why it's so good. So what you're gonna do is try to find something that's a little bit higher up, like a bench, for example. Put one of your legs up. So then you're just gonna go down and up. And something that you can do to make this exercise harder, especially if you don't have any weights with you like you would have at the gym. So you go down and you hold it for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go up. The next exercise is going to work the strength of your hamstrings, and it's called the Nordic hamstring. So ideally you would have someone else holding your legs like this, but ideally you find also a solution like I did to keep your feet like stuck somewhere. And then you're just gonna slowly go down until you basically can't anymore, and you just drop. The next exercise is gonna work the strength of your calves. And instead of doing like simple calf rises just like this, what you can do is put one of your legs on elevated surface, like a bench. And then you're just gonna go up and down. So basically calf rises, but it's a little bit more dynamic, it's a little bit more explosive. The next thing to work on is mobility, because tight muscles are more prone to injuries. So that's why that's super important to work on that before your training, to work on that after your training. And here's a couple exercises that you can do to work on your mobility in different parts of your body. The next thing is recovery, and I think that's, together with the warm-up, is something that is often a bit overlooked, because recovery is not only resting, it's also refueling, proper hydration, there's so many things that go into proper recovery, from literally 30 minutes after your game to several days after the game and training. So a couple of things you need to ask yourself: am I drinking enough water? Am I taking a protein shake after the training? Am I sleeping enough? Is my sleep actually good? Like, are you getting enough REM sleep and deep sleep? Because those are the things that are gonna help you grow as a player. And the last thing is to listen to your body and to be honest with yourself and your coach. If you start feeling something, say it right away. Don't try to train through it, think it's gonna get better, because most likely it get worse. Instead of maybe you resting for 2 to 3 days, you're gonna be out for a month, and that is a lot of time. And it's really annoying when you get these sudden breaks in your training, in your games. So really if you feel something, if you feel also like you're not rested enough, you're not really there. Most of the injuries I ever had was in periods where I wasn't rested enough, when I was really stressed. So be honest with yourself and with your coach, like, how am I feeling today? Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that knows how you're feeling. So yeah, really be honest with yourself, step up from the training if you're feeling something. That's my best advice.